Good Sunday morning, y'all. Sunshine. So, think about this little dude a lot. This is Michael Joseph Vaughan, aka Monkey. At the time of his missing, he was 5 years old. He is a male. Is white. At the time of his missing, he was about 3'7", roughly 50 pounds, blonde hair and blue eyes. He's missing out of Fruitland, Idaho. Still missing. And I hold this case very close to my heart. This is one of the cases I've worked very close with. I've cried with Brandy. I've laughed with Brandy. I've loved the family from a distance. All we want is Michael brought home. So I did want to bring just a couple of videos to remind you guys that Michael's still missing. There's a lot of cases that our babies are still missing. But Monkey I hold very close to my heart. And all Brandy asks is share his beautiful face, share his name. He's out there somewhere. It's a heartbroken mother. It goes every day without her little boy. Because I do want to share these videos. I found it's, important to always circle back and take a look. Just as a reminder. Kind of where we are today.
For more than 5, Michael Vaughan went missing in the summer of 2021.
The case heated up late last year with police digging up a home close to the Vaughans and naming people they believe are involved in Michael's abduction. But we still don't know where the little boy is.
There's a hole.
July 27th, 2021.
But we keep moving on every day, and we don't give up.
The day the world stopped turning for one Idaho family.
I always write every day what day it is. And it says, be strong, be brave, be fearless. You were never alone.
The day a little sister couldn't play with her big brother.
She picks up his pictures. I leave this one here. She'll walk up and she'll start talking to him. And she'll get sad and she says, I miss Monkey. I miss him too.
A day forever imprinted on the memories of everyone who lives in the family's small, close-knit community of Fruitland, Idaho.
5-year-old Michael Vaughan went missing from this neighborhood behind me.
The search for Michael Vaughan continues.
We just want our monkey home.
Fruitland police say then 5-year-old Michael Vaughan disappeared between 6:40 and 7 p.m. on July 27th, 2021. His family says he was last seen down the road from where they live on Southwest 9th Street in Fruitland, and he spoke to multiple neighbors.
Every minute counts in these investigations when searching for a missing child.
By fall, police said Michael was likely abducted.
I want to hear him say, I love you, Mom. It was the last thing I got to hear.
That was the last thing he said to you.
I told him I'd be home to tuck him in.
Multiple agencies, from Fruitland Police and Idaho State Police to Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, scoured the area, searching for Michael on the ground, in the water, from the sky. People from all around the Treasure Valley also helped search for the little blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy, lovingly nicknamed Monkey.
Michael's still missing. He's not home, and we don't have answers. So we keep going.
Monkey's 6th birthday came and went last June.
That one up top is from Monkey's 6th birthday, and all of the Fruitland Police Department signed the ribbon and brought that.
What do you miss most about him?
His hugs, his jumping on me, his kisses, Mama, we do this. His inquisitiveness about everything. Just wanting to see the whole world. I want to take him to catch more frogs.
With each passing day, Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, holds out hope they can make more memories. She and his dad, Tyler Vaughan, speak to Fruitland Police constantly.
Darn near daily.
And know they're using every resource they can.
Their hearts are broken too.
Just weeks after Michael's 6th birthday.
We've received some recent leads that have put us out in the area again, searching more acreage.
Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff announced a tip in a sea of more than 1,000 tips, led them back to the area where Michael disappeared. Michael's case fell quiet again for a few months until it got very loud on November 11th, 2022. A major break in the case at a home just across the road, just half a mile away from this neighborhood where the Vaughan family lives. Police say they were looking for Michael's possible remains at a home on Red Wing Street so close. Brady says she walked there and knocked on the door early on in her search for Michael. No one answered when she knocked. Huff said a, quote, very credible tip from someone living in the home led them to believe Michael was buried there. Search and rescue crews used heavy machinery to dig up the backyard of this home on Red Wing Street.
Honestly, I didn't really believe it at first. Like it couldn't have been this close. I literally worn my feet to the bone.
We are all very emotionally tied to this case.
Brandy says police told them to hunker down and to stay away from the excavation.
I sat at the end of the road. I watched the trucks leaving with the dirt. But I promised my family, I promised law enforcement, promised everybody that I wouldn't go over there. It was like day one again. The first weeks, months, not being able to drive, not being able to think, not being able to do anything. Pour yourself into a shower.
The next day, after more than a year and a half, police arrested someone they believe was involved in Michael's abduction. Even without finding a body, they charged one of the people living in the home, 35-year-old Sarah Wandra, with failure to report a death. Police, for the first time, saying they believe Michael is dead.
Do you understand the allegation that's been made against you?
I understand what they've said is not correct.
But how could they arrest her without finding a body? Chief Huff could only tell me they had probable cause for prosecutors to charge her beyond just statements made.
You're confident that they have more?
They can't tell us, but I'm confident in them.
The judge sealed the probable cause affidavit and other records, not wanting to jeopardize the high-profile case. The Payette County prosecutor said Wandra was on pretrial release at the time, charged with unlawful possession of a gun by a felon. She lives with her partner Stacy, who's been in the Washington County Jail since May of 2022, accused of the same gun charge.
Never seen them. Never met them. We left flyers in the door.
In December, Sarah was committed to the state psychiatric hospital after she was found mentally unfit to assist in her own defense.
It's disheartening. It's upsetting.
Proceedings are paused until her competency can be restored.
But I understand. I understand the process.
According to Chief Huff, she isn't cooperating.
I want answers. I need answers. But I'd like to sit and have a conversation with her face to face with me.
But you can't yet.
No, not yet. There will be a time.
Crews spent days digging up the Red Wing Street property. They brought human remains detection dogs.
All of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property.
In that same December news conference, Chief Huff announced they believe 2 more people have firsthand knowledge about Michael's disappearance. He said Brandon Shirtliff and Adrian Lucien lived at or visited the Wanderers' home when Michael was abducted.
We also believe that there are others associated with the Wanderers, Shirtliff, and Lucien, who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction.
Police believe Lucien is bouncing between Ohio and California. Public records show he has a lengthy criminal record in multiple states. Shirtliff also has a long rap sheet. In fact, court records show he has a warrant out for his arrest in Canyon County for violating probation, which Chief Huff knows about. From CUNA, Shirtliff's mom told us he now lives in North Dakota. Via Facebook Messenger, she also told us in early December, investigators and cadaver dogs were at her house for days. He is not running. He has nothing to hide, and we have all been cooperating, his mom wrote. A week after releasing their names, Fruitland police said they made contact with Lucien and Shirtliff. However, they haven't charged the men or issued any arrest warrants. While Huff wouldn't comment on why, he says he's confident arrests will be made in this case.
It's not fair if you have information about Michael and you've watched us for this past 545 days and you haven't said a damn word. And we have to wait and wait and wait and still take care of our family and our lives. Somebody needs to say something. And they need to start talking.
As investigators press on, Chief Huff says they continue working closely with the Payette County prosecutor.
You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop.
I hate these words. But we will bring him home one way or another. We'll never give up.
While they wait for answers,
These are every single card, kind note that has been sent to our family.
support from their community and from all over the world.
New Zealand. Little kiwi for Michael when he comes home.
Helps their world slowly turn again.
Michael is still missing. We do not have answers to where he is. Please keep sharing his beautiful smile, his beautiful face. He's out there somewhere, and we need him home. Don't forget about him.
Multiple status hearings have been set for Sarah Wandra, with another scheduled for February 6th, which we will, of course, be covering. Meantime, Chief Huff believes they'll be doing more searches. A week ago, he posted on Facebook saying they are following up on new information. While searching the home on Red Wing Street, he said investigators recovered several pieces of evidence. Some were sent to a private DNA lab for analysis, which takes time, as everything has with this ongoing active investigation. Huff told me, quote, "I'll continue to ask for patience as we continue to seek justice for Michael."
So I'm not gonna continue playing that. If you guys want to see it, I'll drop the link in the description. Sorry about this case. Like I said, it's a case that's close to my heart, guys, and it's a case that breaks my heart. My journey with Monkey's case was I was a mod for All Things on the Farm. Since then, the channel has changed. And Brandy came into chat, and being a good mod, I greeted her, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" And I had kind of seen a short video about Monkey a couple of days before that. And that night I became very familiar with Michael Vaughan and Brandy Neal. And something about his case grabbed me. And as a creator and a true crime fanatic, or whatever you want to call us, you really try not to get attached to cases and emotional bonds. Monkey's my case that I'm pretty attached to. And you find yourself in the beginning constantly checking your phone for an update, or on the laptop checking for an update, or did they find him? And where Brandy, in this video that you guys just watched, I think what was the most heartbreaking thing throughout this case, one of the most heartbreaking things, was being on a live with Brandy on panel. She's human and she needs a safe place to talk. And a few channels have given her that safe place. And you could hear the machinery. That's how close they were searching for Michael's remains. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. And then you had the extremely heartbreaking matter of people choosing to release information that hadn't been released to Brandy yet about them looking for Michael's remains, but that's a whole nother video. And guys, I will ask that if you are interested in Monkey's case, I've been on this case for a long time, and if you go back in earlier in my channel, and I will make sure he has a playlist, and if not, I will build him a playlist. And I have a lot of really good clips and information, and then videos that I've put together for his birthday, and different things like Monkey's Law. When Brandy got Monkey's Law passed, it's very important that I feel like people should know what this mom has went through to get justice for Monkey. Okay, so the next video that I want to share is kind of just so we stay in the loop, kind of getting back familiar with where we were in Monkey's case. This video is kind of a short clip of the press conference from when the break in the case.
Into missing 5-year-old Michael Vaughan of Fruitland. Fruitland police say they have made contact with the men who may have information about Michael's remains. Last week, they asked for the public's help locating 30-year-old Brandon Shirtliff of Cuna and 32-year-old Adrian Lucien of Toledo, Ohio. That is Lucien there, and then that is Shirtliff. Both men were staying at the home of Sarah and Stacy Wandra on Red Wing Street when Michael disappeared back in July of 2021. Fruitland police say they are working closely with the Payette County prosecutor as they continue to investigate. Fruitland police also announced today that they searched the backyard of a home next to the Wandras on Red Wing Street, but say they found no indication that Michael had been there. Police previously searched the home of Sarah and Stacy Wandra. This is video while that search was going on. Police Chief J.D. Huff says he is confident Michael's remains were on the Wandra's property but were moved. Sarah Wandra is currently charged with failing to notify the coroner of a death. However, Michael's body has not been found at this point. And police are still looking for any information about Michael's disappearance. If you have any, you're asked to contact the Fruitland Police Department at the number.
Okay, so he was going to say the number on your screen, but there's not going to be a number on your screen. So if you have information on Michael, please call 208-642-6006 or find Michael at fruitland.org, or your local 911 will reroute your call and your information to the Fruitland Police if you have any information on Monkey. So I do have one more video that I do want to share with you guys, and the reason why I feel like it's important to share this video with you guys is because Dad, which is Tyler, we've not heard a lot from Tyler, and the reason being was because everybody handles grief in their own ways, and I feel like Tyler's way of handling grief was to stay out of the limelight. We did see him in some public press conferences when Monkey's face was put on the semi-trucks. We did see that Tyler was there and present when that took place. And he's always been there for Brandy too, by the way. Plus, guys, you have to keep in mind that there are other children that they're raising as well. Plus, they're working and trying to still, hold some kind of normality to life with Michael still missing. But I did feel like it was important to share this as well. And credit does go to News Nation for this video. And mute so it doesn't echo, guys.
Welcome back. Tonight in our Missing series, a renewed search for a 5-year-old boy named Michael "Monkey" Vaughan. We brought you his story for the first time last year, but tonight, the first national TV interview with both of Michael's parents and newly released photos of a man police say was nearby at the time of Michael's disappearance. Correspondent Marky Martin is joining us live. And Marky, you've been with this case for some time now. You traveled to Idaho last winter to speak with his mother, but now you've had the chance to speak to both of his parents. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Natasha, so we heard from Michael's dad, Tyler, for the very first time this week. He was the parent who was actually at home at the time that Michael went missing. And today marks 1 year since that little boy, who is lovingly known as Monkey, walked out the door and never came home.
We haven't stopped. Every day we have unfinished business, and I'll tell you that every day is an anniversary of the disappearance from Michael Vaughan.
It's been 365 days, a year of searching with no answers. For the 5-year-old Fruitland boy whose 2021 disappearance garnered nationwide attention and support.
Hi, how are you doing, bud?
Last July, Michael Vaughan was at home with his dad and baby sister while mom was at work. Family says he walked out, searching for neighborhood kids to play with.
He went to a neighbor's house. He went to another neighbor's house and another neighbor's house.
Last winter, Michael's mom, Brandy, invited our News Nation team to their Idaho son's last moments there.
He would have come out of the garage. The front door is pretty hard to get out of, and you can hear that opening.
At the time, his dad, Tyler, declined to speak with us. But this week, that changed. The couple sitting together for their first national TV interview.
It doesn't feel like a year. It's been an eternity.
Tyler, a lot of people curious why, if you were the one at home, why you haven't done a lot of talking with the media. What's your response to people who want to know that question?
Because I was the one at home. I feel like because I was the responsible party. I don't like being in the public eye at all, and it's because I, to some extent blame myself.
For most of the afternoon, Tyler says Michael played with his monster trucks and Nintendo Switch, and that around dinner time, he ordered a pizza and went down the hall to change the baby's diaper. When he came back out, Michael wasn't there.
Searched the house, searched the backyard, went out in the front yard, jumped in the van, called Brandy.
He says he raced around the neighborhood and was the one who called 911.
The Fruitland Police, Payette Police, and Payette County deputies and citizens searched through the night until support arrived the following morning.
In the last year, more than 3,000
2,000 acres and nearby river have been searched. No suspects have been named, but authorities say they have persons of interest. Fruitland police asking for the public's help in identifying this man, seen in newly released photos walking in a nearby park at the time of Michael's disappearance. And to this day, nobody has been cleared, including Tyler and Brandy.
What do you tell people who say, do they know more than they're letting on?
A lot of the speculation online is based in fantasy land.
Law enforcement and God knows our truth, and we'll stand firm and stand strong.
Fruitland police confirming with News Nation the couple has cooperated with the investigation. Today, Michael would be 6, his parents grieving another summer without him, a summer they say should be spent playing and camping as a family.
Time for bed now.
But I still want to look at some stars.
He is pure joy, love, excitement, much excitement, energy, lots of energy. You can't not fall in love with him.
Both Tyler and Brandy tell me they do believe that their son is out there alive. They still believe he's coming home. And Natasha, I asked both of them, what would justice look like in your eyes? Brandy's answer was if her son comes back alive and well, she could find it in her heart to forgive. Tyler said he just wants his child home. Legal punishment would take care of the rest. And I do also have to mention, to this day, Fruitland police, they have declined to go on camera for an interview with our crew since day one. Natasha.
Marky, I can't imagine what these last several months have been like for this family. Can I ask, do Michael's parents fear the case going cold at this point? What is being done to keep his name and face on people's radars?
Yeah, it's a great question. And actually, they do not fear this case growing cold. They say there's new tips coming in all the time. They're actually excited about some new technology that's going to aid in some of the searches. And one of the biggest criticisms of this case has been Michael Vaughan never received an Amber Alert. His case did not fall under the criteria for the state of Idaho. It's outraged a lot of people. A lot of people think things could be different if that happened. But also last week, Fruitland police announcing they've teamed up with the Homeward Bound program, which advocates for missing children. Starting in August, Natasha, there will be semi-trailers crisscrossing across the country with his name and face on them.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Meanwhile, speaking of new tips, what else have police said about that newly released photo of that man walking by the home around the time Michael went missing? Do we know anything about him?
Yeah, so we actually don't know a lot. In that police press conference that was held last week, they said they'd be releasing those photos. They did a couple days later, and the police chief just saying, we know these are grainy. This is not a suspect or even a person of interest, but this person was walking near the splash pad area of a nearby park leading up to when Michael disappeared. So they said they just want to find this person, have him come forward to talk to him, see if he saw anything. Maybe he saw something he didn't even realize he was witnessing at the time. They just want this person to come forward. Natasha.
All right, Marky Martin, we certainly appreciate it. And I know that family appreciates you keeping their boy
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Chief. Camry Transportation is a trucking company and freight brokers based up in Blaine, Washington. And since we started the company in 2008, we've always been centered around giving back to the communities we serve. And when the opportunity to be part of the Homeward Bound program was presented to us, I thought it was an amazing opportunity and something that really aligned with.
And we want to thank all of you, all of the officers, all of the agencies. You guys have keep working so hard, and we're gonna get him home. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna find him. And every outside agency that's helping, thank you. It's a blessing, and whoever has Michael or knows anything and has information about Michael, please come forward. We need him home. We need our baby. Please. Thank you to the community and extended communities that continue to support our family, and law enforcement, all of
And I was on mute. So this is the video about Monkey's Law, and this is Governor Little, and he's going to talk about unveiling of Monkey's Law. Because the Amber Alert system is broken, and as you guys heard, Monkey didn't qualify for a Amber Alert. So Brandy fought to put a alert in place for children and people that don't qualify for the Amber Alert.
Well, this is new at 4. It's now been 9 months since 5-year-old Michael Vaughan of Fruitland went missing. While the family and the community still have no answers to where he may be, new legislation inspired by Michael is now written into law.
This bill gives parents and loved ones confidence that if something like this happens, that they'll be a system in place.
Governor Brad Little signed Senate Bill 1378, also known as Monkey's Law. It will create an all-encompassing alert for endangered missing persons. It will send out a notification to people around Idaho about a missing person, and this doesn't replace the Amber Alert. It will instead combine all other alerts into one. Michael, who disappeared last July, did not fit the criteria for an Amber Alert.
This is a good thing. We're here for a good thing. It just feels a little bittersweet. We wish this was in place 9 months ago, but we're happy that no family will ever have to experience the circumstances that ours has with Michael's disappearance.
And it's called Monkey's Law because that was Michael's nickname. Now, that bill was sponsored by Senator Abby Lee and Representative Ryan Kirby. Lee says the state is now in the process of building the alert system But she says other states around Idaho have this system in place that they will base it on. Fruitland police say the search for Monkey continues and asks for the public's help in bringing any new tips and information. The reward for Michael's return is now more than $52,000.
So that's Michael Monkey Vaughan.
We've helped millions of creators improve their SEO to grow their YouTube channels. TubeBuddy is
Sorry about that. So that was kind of just like a short and sweet of Monkey's story. And, you know, we got to hear from Tyler, got to hear from Brandy, and see some of the things that have taken place over the course of his missing. Breaks my heart, guys. But you can find his posters all over the internet, Twitter. I will put one on my community wall just to recirculate his beautiful face again. You know, there's a direct link on my channel banner to Monkey Mail. It's Monkey's website. It updates information, and you can register to get Monkey Mail.
Thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Purple. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, True Crime with Shannon. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, FarQ. Thank you, everybody, Matt, everybody that came in chat tonight. I just wanted to do a circle back and do the one thing that Brandy's always asked from the beginning is just share Michael's beautiful face, share his smile, share his story, share his name. So please share. And I did just post one of his posters, his flyer, his official flyer on my community wall. And again, thank you all so very much for being here. And I just wanted to remind everybody that Michael's still missing. And thank you again for being here. And I appreciate all your support. And just share, guys. Everybody have a beautiful Sunday night. And let's all get ready to have a positive Monday.